Guys, it's currently 10:30 at night and this is my living room. I think I'm going to power through on this project. I really want to take you along to do it, but I can also want to not go to bed after midnight because that is an unsafe zone for me when it comes to the amount of sleep that I get. So we'll catch up in the morning as to what's going on here, but I just thought I'd loop you in a little bit with the chaos that is my life. Ta-da! Guys, we made it through the night. I didn't actually get to bed before midnight, but I have done some of this morning. But the reason that I was so spurred on to get this started is because I'm heading to Ireland this week. We'll talk about that later because I can't tell you how excited I am to be going back for a third time this year, and it's for work, so I'm so chuffed. But these tiles arrived yesterday and I just really wanted to get this done before I went, and I was like, you know what, I have until 2 o'clock tomorrow to make that happen, and that's what I'm making happen. In case this is your first video of mine, I'm recreating the fireplace from the summer I turned pretty. So I've started by building this terracotta hearth and terracotta all inside the stove section. Now I've got, I think it's like 5 different variations of Delft tiles with boats on them to put around this section here. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to waste no more time because I do need to head away at 2 o'clock today, so let's get cracking. Okay, progress report. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with how it looks, but they're sliding down a little bit. I don't know if I'm using too much adhesive, but this board is working wonders, so I need to find one for this side too. Okay, here she is. I am running so freaking late. So we'll catch up more about this when I get back. Hello. I'm bringing some calm energy to the vlog because that was probably a little bit of a chaotic start. But such is my life. And you know what? I'm just very accepting that this is just the stage of my life where lots of things are happening, and I'm just going to lean into that. So very last minute trip to Ireland with Tourism Ireland came up, and I have done 3 vlogs to Ireland now. I just love it. I love it here so much. This video isn't sponsored by them. It's an Instagram collaboration, but for transparency they have sent me on this trip. And just like with Visit Scotland, when Tourism Ireland get in touch about doing a trip, I just find it so hard to say no. And the thing that everyone always says when it comes to being an influencer is about how, oh, there goes a plane. People always say like how it might not be forever. I'm very aware of that, and I just, within reason, take these opportunities when they come. I was asked a question on my way to the car rental place, like something about the airport, and it's because they thought I worked here. Is the next scarf giving airport staff? Maybe. I had such a nice flight here. The guy sitting next to me was such a yapper, and I, for one, am one for a yap on a plane because it's just a short period of time and you can just get a window into someone's life and how another person on this planet we all share is living. And he was such an interesting man, and he was so nice and so sweet, and I just loved that he struck up a conversation and we could have a good old chinwag. He struck up the conversation like maybe 2/3 of the way in. And now that I'm thinking about it, he lives abroad and he has taken many flights, and he will know the exact sweet spot for striking up a conversation with the person sitting next to you, and that is what he's done there. Now I'm thinking about it, and that was a good move from him. So I had a lovely journey here. I've flown into Cork Airport, and this trip is centred around Tipperary. So Tipperary's been on my radar for a long time, also down to the song. That's a long way to Tipperary, which I'm of course going to make the first song of my trip. I'm also fancying listening to Hosier on this trip. Last trip, Amble was the soundtrack. This time I think it might be Hosier. And yeah, I've got about an hour drive to my first location just now. So let's go. Okay, I tell a lie. I went to put Hosier on and noticed that Amble released a new EP in September, and I've not listened to it yet, so I've been listening to Amble all the way here, and also just thinking about the fact that Amble are playing at the Barrowlands the night before my 30th birthday and I don't have tickets for it, and I kind of just need to get tickets for it. I'd seen that it was sold out on the website and was like, that's really sad, but now I'm like, no, I have to be there. but I need like 10 tickets because I also have to be there with all my best friends. So I'm just gonna have to figure out how to make that happen. Anyway, I've arrived at my first spot and I'm at the Swiss cottage. It's so peaceful and lovely here. Really effortlessly. The location of the cottage was so important when it was being built here in 1810 for the back outside into nature, because the nature on your doorstep is meant to be the main focus point. You get to see that the furniture that's inside, 1,000 Irish pounds. The floorboards inside here, we have most of the special glass inside the house we done during restorations. That was such a lovely little look around that cottage. It was a big restoration project and I can just tell the people that work there are so proud of the work that's been done to preserve this house, and it was so beautiful, and I got a little bit of inspo for my own home. I am always switched on in these situations to interior design inspo. I'm now in Cashel, just driving up the main street there trying to find somewhere to park. This looks like my kind of place. I'm here for lunch and yeah, it's just so nice. This is the dinner spot, Mikey Ryan's. Okay, this is where I'm heading next. Imagine living in that house and just having that like castle behind you.
The store needs and financial benefits of building.
I'm back from my tour of the Rock of Cashel, and I think that was probably one of my favourite like historic monument tours I've ever done. It was so good. The building was insane. Like the ceiling was just wild, and the tour guide was like, he really reminded me of a guy I used to tour guide with when I was a tour guide, and he was like the Irish version of him. He was brilliant, and I just love as well when people don't tone down their accent for something like that. He just was like full on Irish, and it was a joy to listen to. And he even spoke a bit of Irish as well throughout, which was really cool. I've now just checked into my hotel. It's gorgeous and I need some chill time. I was like really late to bed the last 2 nights, maybe last 3. And when I was like trying to get parked for the hotel, I noticed, because I was like doing something that was stressful and not like really energizing and fun, I was like, oh, I'm actually really tired. So I've got a few hours between now and dinner, so I'm just going to chill in my hotel. Niall Horan is releasing a song with Thomas Rhett, which is very exciting. I am very much a Niall girl from back in the day, so this made me very happy. Amble has their new album out. It's a good day for music. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. And yeah, I am just going to chill for a bit now. Let's pick back up at dinner because I'm going somewhere really nice. I've come on a side quest to the actual town of Tipperary. When I've been referring to Tipperary in the past, I've been meaning it as the county, because it's a county and a town. And my dad has a real affinity with Tipperary. Every time I've travelled here in the past, he's asked if I'm coming near Tipperary town and if I could pop into this specific pub for him. So that's what I'm up to now. I'm on my way to Nellie O'Brien's pub and hopefully going to pick my dad up a pint glass, which is what he's asked for. It's really, really cute here. So I'm back in Cashel now. But the story with the pint glass is my mum and dad, I've mentioned on here before when I've done my vlogs around Ireland, they came on their honeymoon to Ireland and drove all around, and when they were in Tipperary, my dad just fell in love with Nellie O'Brien's pub, and he really loved the glass that he was drinking from when he was there, and he asked them if he could buy it off them. So he actually bought this glass off the barman, took it home and took it to his local pub, and that became his glass at the pub. And anytime my dad went into the pub, they'd just instantly go and get that glass for him and serve him his beer in that glass. And one fateful day, the glass got dropped and the glass broke. And yeah, every time I've been in Ireland, he's kind of been, oh, like, do you think you'll be near Tipperary? And then this time it was, so I messaged him. I was like, Dad, I think Tipperary could be happening. And he was like, will you go to Nellie O'Brien's and get me a pint glass. The glass I got was a Heineken glass. I'm not sure this precious glass of my dad's would have been a Heineken one back then, but it's still special all the same, and I'm so glad I could do that. Now I'm going for a dinner in a place called Sheehan's, I think it's called. I think it's fine dining. I kind of was hoping to freshen up and change for dinner, but I'm way more glad that I done my little side quest. Guys, that dinner. I'm blown away. Also, there's the castle thing that I was at earlier. Cashel Rock of Cashel. Just chilling up there, all lit up beautifully. I am gonna go back to my hotel, but when I was walking from the Rock of Cashel to my hotel earlier, there was a pub that had a sign in the window that said there was a session on tonight, so I might swing by that and see what's happening. But jeez Louise, that food was insane. Also, just so you know, yes, I'm nervous to go to this pub by myself, but life begins at the end of your comfort zone. To throw out that little cliche saying for you, it's so true.
I see you're dancing nowadays. On those fields of dancing ride, by a long prison wall. That dream when I asked her for her, she answered me, and every bus
Good morning! It's day 2 in Ireland, and I'm laughing so much because remember I was saying for my Ireland trip with Visit Scotland that like the itinerary came through and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to ride a horse. I'm really scared of horses. Tourism boards just really want to get me into horses because I'm going to see some horses today. I'm not going to be riding them, just going to see and like learn all about the legacy of this horse farm. So that's the first stop of the day. I've had a super chill morning. It's like 10:30, so the itinerary starts quite late today, which is so nice to get some downtime in between everything that I'm doing. I actually just noticed this morning that you can see the Rock of Cashel from my hotel room, which is really gorgeous and cool, and those autumn colours just look so nice in front of it there. But yeah, I loved my wee stay in Cashel, and I can't wait for my little day out and about today. I'm literally in the middle of taking my makeup off, and I put the telly on, just the first RTE channel that came on, and I was in this very spot today. That's so cool. I have so much to tell you about today. I've not been very good at vlogging, but it was amazing, and that spot was like the highlight, and I had the most incredible interaction with the loveliest local man, and my heart is warmed. And I kind of wasn't that on it with vlogging because I was so living in the moment, which I mentioned that on here before, and you guys have genuinely been like, girl, live in the moment. So I'll give you a little recap later, but I'm gonna finish my skincare first.
Written in 1857.
This appears to be a whole episode about Tipperary. Oh my gosh! There's Cashel Rock of Cashel. That's where I was yesterday too. How great. A little bit of research for my content I need to deliver for the campaign. Morning. Day 3 in Ireland. It's my last full day, and let's catch up on yesterday. I had such a lovely time, and such a big part of that was the lovely Mike. And Mike is a local man from the Glen of Aherlo, and he drove me around and showed me some lovely sights in the Glen. But not only did he show me some lovely sights, this man was committed to getting the shot. When I'm on these trips, like a lot of these kind of providers of services, they've been told like a certain thing, but he thought I worked for Lonely Planet essentially. And then when we stopped at the first spot, he was like, oh, I don't know if you're into photos, but there's a really nice tree here and I could get you a picture with this tree. I was like, Mike, I love photos, let's go all in on the photos. And he was like, really? Oh, he was so happy. And then from there on out, it was Caroline's photo tour of the Glen of Aherlo. So much so that he had me in the village shop. He walked into the village shop and he was like, can't remember her name, but he was like, oh, out you come, Caroline's coming in to get a photo as the shopkeeper. And I was like, am I? He was like, yep, come on now, you can see you've been a shopkeeper in a village shop in Ireland. And I was like, it's like this man knows me because you guys know. I'm always banging on about how much I love village shops, and he shared that love and he was really proud of his village shop. He kept talking about like how great it was that for such a small place they have such a great village shop. Next door was the pub. He had me get a picture in front of the pub. How did he know? I friggin' love the pub. And then we went into the cathedral. And is that a cathedral for Catholics? It was so like, we were walking into this one and he was like sniggering and like chuckling away. He's like, oh, you're gonna love this photo, you're gonna love this photo. And he had me stand and like pretend to deliver mass. Noticed that I quite like a lean when I do my photos. So when we were driving back to get my car to like finish the tour, he noticed a really nice view with a telephone wire and he was like, oh, I think you'll like this one, I think you'll like this one. And then we got out of the car and he was like pointed at the lamppost. He was like, I think you should have a little lean on there. He was just the sweetest man. And it really is little situations, interactions and meetings like that that honestly make me love this job so much. Like I feel so enriched in life that I got to have such a random but amazing day like that. Also before that I was at Coomore Farm, which turns out they're like the absolute daddy in equestrian breeding and racing as well. And I'm interested to see, I feel like it's going to be one of those things, not that I really watch much horse racing to be honest. I mean, I don't watch any, but these guys seem to be like huge in that world. And I wonder if I ever see, I don't know, like stuff for the Grand National or other races, if I'll see like their name pop up now that it's on my radar, if you know what I mean. But I did find it interesting being from a family of sheep breeders, like there was a lot of overlaps in the whole thing. I have a fun wee morning lined up today. I'm going cycling on an e-bike. It's 30 kilometers, but it's on an e-bike, so not too worried about that. And then I'm going on a rib to have me cruise around a loch. Fire alarm actually went off in the hotel last night in the middle of the night, and I have this thing where I just like instantly always think everything's my fault. So this alarm was going off and I was like, oh my god. I was kind of in my like sleepy delirious state, but I was like, what have I done? I was like, oh my god, my phone alarm has connected up to the hotel speakers and it's waking the whole hotel up. I was like so confused and like just trying to figure out what I'd done wrong. And then I was like, wait, I need to get out of this building. Then it stopped literally by the time I got my shoes on. I think the hotel I'm staying in tonight is a spa hotel. Oh, this one is too. I didn't realise that until I just saw a sign when I was at breakfast this morning. But I've got a nice bit of free time in the afternoon to chill, so that's good. But I won't be using the spa because today is Sunday and I don't have this week's YouTube video up. So the YouTube video that goes up the week before this one. So just know, when you were watching that YouTube video, that was due to me sacrificing spa time. I have almost 3 empties on this trip, which is maybe good because they might be finished by tomorrow, and my luggage is somehow overweight for a 3-night trip. My lip mask, but I just want to take another moment to talk about how much I love it, and this will be an instant repurchase. Boat trips and cycling, I feel you're in the wind. I think this could be a good move. Protect my lips today. this hair oil, which I've been using to slick my hair back alongside my face up hair mask. It's the Aveda Miraculous Oil, also brilliant, will also repurchase. And also my Bioma toner, a little bit left in this, but this is just like a forever repurchase for me. It'll have to be a very good toner to make me ever stray from this one. From the footage, if I didn't do a little cut in here, it would just look like I went from one pub to the next, which is kind of what's happened. But I've had a little window this afternoon of chilling and relaxation, which has been so nice. After the cycle, got ribbed back to the place where we left for the cycle, which was so cool, like to join up two cool experiences like that. I would highly recommend doing something like that. I loved it. And I keep calling it Loch Derg because it's D-E-R-G, and I keep thinking it's Derg, which is red in Gaelic, but it's Lake Derg or Loch Derg. Could still be Loch Derg. But now I am at the next pub of the day. Also, I'm actually in County Clare now. I think the Loch Derg has 3 counties that border it. So Galway, Clare and Tipperary, maybe even Limerick, I don't know. But definitely those 3. And I'm in Clare, like just. I am home. She got home 2 nights ago, but I had a very productive day yesterday, and it was just one of those days. There was no time for filming because I was on a roll. And I knew the minute like I saw the tiles on there, I was like, I love these. But I was originally thinking I was just going to do like a kind of dado trim around it, and I had it painted white ready to go on. But I was like, no, I've gotten too used to this gorgeous... Hello guys, Caroline from the future from this video. When I went to turn the camera around there, I must have accidentally hit like the record button and it stopped filming. So as I was editing, I realised I just had a big gaping hole in what I was talking about here. And it's quite important because I did promise you I was going to show you the fireplace more once you were back. So what I was going on to say there was I'd gotten so used to having the pines surround around the fireplace and just really loved it there, and when it was taken away it just felt like there was something, a real like moment missing from the wall. So in the inside of the fireplace, and this was why I was kind of swaying away from that fireplace, was a bit of trim around the inside that was really in bad condition. I tried sanding it and cleaning it up and bringing it back to its former glory. Just wasn't looking good. And then I noticed there was some screws along the back, and I could fully unattach that whole section. It was all attached on in one section. So I got my drill and took those screws out, and this has not been revealed on any of my social medias yet, so you guys are getting the first look at this fireplace. It's not attached to the wall yet though, the surround. I still want to do a little bit more tweaking and making sure it's just gorgeous and stunning and ready to go on. Are you ready? I love it so much. Here she is. And I just think in taking in this whole room, doesn't that look so nice? I mean, don't tell me if you think it looks terrible, because that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm chuffed to bits. Are you chuffed to bits, Nosy Pop? Are you chuffed to bits? Oh, it's okay. I'm not going to disturb you. You go back to sleep. So yeah, there we are. Back to where I was at in the real time of filming this video. I've got my little morning ritual on the go that I'm loving just now, which is burning a little incense. I've been reading my book, basking in the sun here, and about to head out on a dog walk with a friend. So a very lovely few days to welcome me back to the island. My friend actually wants to go up a Munro today, and I'm gutted because I really want to go with her. Apparently there's loads of cloud inversions just now, but I have the most brutal blister on my heel. I bought a new pair of loafers and wore them straight after breaking in my Dubarry's. Last night in Ireland, I actually didn't film this, but I went to go to a session in the town where I was staying, but it was like so busy and packed, and I was over my threshold of comfort to like be going to pubs alone in such a small and busy bar. Like there was nowhere for me to sit and just kind of blend in. I'd have to like stand at the bar or something, and that just felt too much. But on my way back I had to walk home barefoot, stone cold sober, because my shoes were hurting me so bad, and this blister is an absolute menace. So I don't think I'm going to be up for going up on road today, which is really sad because it's stunning. Nuala obviously needs walked anyway, blister or no blister. So I'm going to join her for the first like half hour and then turn back. So that's what my day is looking like.